Well, who said Sundays would be boring, ladies and gentlemen? So this news right here comes from Bayerischer Rundfunk, and essentially it's them getting a quote from Herbert Heiner, the current president at Bayern, who says that they withdrawn the contract offer for David Alaba. They set themselves a deadline for October, and as you all know, today, let me just check my phone. Imagine I have a phone in my hand. Oh, today's November 1st. Ooh, so David Alaba's contract offer has been rescinded. Does that mean he's going to leave at the end of the season? Yes. It looks very much like it. So we all know this contract discussion has been going back and forth and back and forth and back and forth, and we've constantly given him a better contract, but he's constantly rejected it. He's constantly asked for more money, and now it seems like we're not putting up any more with it, and it's basically a done deal in the sense that he's going to leave Bayern in summer, unless a different club comes with an offer for him in January. Which, it's a shame from an emotional standpoint, because from an emotional standpoint, we're obviously all thinking, man, Alaba has been here since he was, 19, 18? I don't actually know. I think 18, 19 roughly. He's been here for such a long time that it would be a massive shame to lose him from a personal perspective. But clearly from a performance, maybe not as crucial, maybe not as critical at the moment. He obviously goes through these patches of performances where he looks really, really good at one point, and then he looks really, really bad at one point. Currently, he's kind of going through both. He's looked very, very bad for about, I would say, 4 months now. But I would say the last 3-4 games have been rather solid by him. So he's actually kind of performing pretty well recently. But when you look at it from the grand scope of things, in the grand scheme of things, you can say that if he leaves from a performance perspective, while we'll miss his versatility more than anything, perhaps we won't miss his actual performance just as much. Now, to me, it's a bit crazy that we're rescinding our contract offer. I guess we don't want to deal with any more of this, but usually you put the offer there, you'd be like, all right, this is our last offer, take it or leave it. If you're not gonna take it, then all right, coolio, that's it. But considering that we're snatching it away, to me that's a little bit crazy. Especially this soon, I would have given him till the end of the year. I would have been like, you know what, Alaba, final contract, you take it or leave it. The art of the deal, you take it or leave it. If you want to leave it, well, you're going to be gone. But we're going to keep this offer up until the end of the year, until end of 2020. And if you don't want to take it, gone. Now, Alaba actually, I think in the past has mentioned a few times that he really, really likes Barcelona. The newspapers have linked him with Barcelona. So there could be, he could potentially go to Barcelona. Which, I don't know where he'll go. There's just rumors here and there. But in terms of actually what happens with Alaba, I don't see us selling him in January at all. I don't see that being the case at all. To be quite frankly, Alaba, he's going to leave for a free. That's really what it boils down to. He's going to leave for a free unless he comes back and begs the club man, please, give me that contract back. I'll take whatever you give me. Which I think would be quite interesting. Now, it's interesting, obviously, he recently came out and was like, the stories in the newspapers are completely fiction. No, completely wrong. Everything that's stated there is just completely, that's not even comparable to the truth. Absolute bullshit. Yeah. And yet you're not going to sign the contract, and yet you're going to leave. His whole speech of, I love Bayern so much. That means so much to me. I could imagine ending my career here. Now, that's my take on it. That's my take from it. Again, you all know, when it comes to these players, I'm not really that attached. I'm straight up, I'm not really that attached. Honestly, when it sounds a bit crazy, I guess, but I learned my lesson, all right? My favorite player of all time has always been Lam. Has always been Lam. Always been Lam, all right? Always been Lam. When Lam retired, I was like, okay, cool. I'm not getting attached anymore. When Schweinsteiger left, I was like, okay, cool. Didn't mind too much. I know people love Schweinsteiger. I did as well, granted, but I wasn't that attached. Lam to me, maybe because of the position I used to play when I was growing up, I was like, oh, Lam, perfect. When he came out, he basically shit on the club. He basically said, man, the club does not know what they're doing. They have no transfer policy. They're absolutely useless. And then like the next day, he's like, shit, maybe I wrote too much in my book. Let me just apologize for that. I was like, come on, bro, grow a spine. Why you not growing a spine, Lam? Come on, you said all that. You said all of that, like saying that the club has no ambition, the club has no direction, the club is absolutely useless, the coach is absolutely useless. He's saying all that, and then like the second the book came, the second the criticism came, I was like, you know what? Hey, let me back off, because maybe I shouldn't have said all that. I was like, grow a spine, but then the whole Ballack situation happened. I was like, nah. Even if Ballack wants to come back to the national team, I will not give the captaincy back to him. I am the captain now. Look at me. I am the captain now. And I was like, all right, he's growing a spine. Since then, I was like, all right, Lam. All right, Lam. 2010 is a brilliant year, Lam. 2010 is a fantastic year. Ballack gets injured by Kevin Prince Boateng, so you become the captain for the 2010 World Cup, and you're like, nah, you know what? Even if Ballack wants to come back, fuck it. Like, he's not getting the captaincy. I was like, all right, Lam, all right. But like, basically, the point I'm trying to make is like, the second Lam left, I was like, all right, you crushed my heart, you tore it to pieces, and you threw it away. Then Ribery and Robin, I was like, you took my heart, you crushed it to pieces, you threw it away. And since then, my heart is just dark. My heart is just dark, right? I'm wearing a red shirt right now. The club is wearing red. The club is red, but my heart is dark. It is pure black. It's a manifestation of just darkness, because there is an empty void there, a black hole consuming all that is around it. My cardiovascular system doesn't exist. It is just in constant motion, held by the gravity of that black hole. And I'm like, every time there's supposed to be a heartbeat, there is none. No heartbeat, no breath. There's just nothing. It's just a dark, empty void. And that's essentially what I'm going through daily. Ever since Lam, Robin and Ribery left Bayern / retired. It's a shame, but it is what it is. Now with Alaba, I'm like, all right, cool. You want 2 Champions League here? Great, fantastic. Good job. Until next time. Until next time. Maybe you come back and then welcome. Maybe you don't, and then that's goodbye. That's literally my fault at this right now, which is crazy, because like, if this was 2012, 2013, man, 2012 was crazy. Like, he gets in, oh man, 2012 Alaba was my favorite Alaba, straight up. Like that Real Madrid match, bro, will always be legendary to me. That Real Madrid match where like he gets the yellow. He gets a yellow card. I think the 5th yellow card, or the 2nd yellow card in a row. That's what it was. He gets the 2nd yellow card in a row, and then he's like, so basically he's suspended for the final. He can't play. We obviously play with Contento in the final, but like he gets the 2nd yellow card against Real Madrid in the final. So in the semi-final, and he's like, okay, you know what? I've had enough. You gave me a yellow card. I'm not available for the final. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to run through everyone. That moment is still one of my favorite moments of 2012. Honestly, was my favorite year in football. I know we lost that final, but it was just my favorite year in football. That Champions League run will always be my favorite. Those matches against Real Madrid will always be like my favorite game of all time. My favorite games of all time. Because in the first game, obviously with Lam, in the last minute at the Allianz Arena, just like and then to like Gomez just like tack scores. It's like those moments will always be legendary, like straight up. And you have Alaba with, in that second leg against Real Madrid when he gets booked, and he's like, okay, you know what? I've had enough. Screw the referee, and he just runs with the ball, just through like 5 players, just runs through all of them. Then gets the ball into the middle with to Robin, and Robin, who obviously only has a left foot, can't slot it in from like 2 meters out. He's like, yeah, and knocks it over. It's like, bro, that would have been goal of the year. But no, Robin, you had to mess it up. Granted, we still won that game, went to the final, and then can't remember what happened in the final, because the final never existed. But like that Alaba, that 2012 Alaba was the best Alaba, all right? Straight up, the young, the hungry, the tenacious, the Alaba that like you think back and you're like, man, fantastic defending, fantastic offensively, superb. And then 2013, he was still superb. And then just kind of wah. in terms of performance. Like, bro, come on, man. What happened, bro? You were supposed to get better with age, not worse with age. Did he peak too soon? Peaked at like 21, bro. Like, bro, what is going on, man? But nah. That's just the story of Alaba. And then, like, he always comes back with, like, glimpses, you know, for, like, 2-3 months he'll play, like, absolutely sublime, and then it's, like, 5-6 months, like, just disappointed. Like, bro, come on, man. Go back to your 2013 form, bro. It's like, nah, it doesn't happen. And that's just the way life works. Sometimes you peak too soon, you peak too early, and then it's all downhill from there. Damn. Sounds like my life. I peaked at 10. And now it's all downhill. Oh, man. It's all downhill for me. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, Alaba looks like he is probably leaving at the end of the season. Great way to start November, I have to say. Great way to start November. 2020 just has been a phenomenal year, I have to say. Absolutely brilliant year. Let's hope 2021 is just going to be just as good. That's sarcasm, by the way. That is sarcasm, by the way, for those of you guys that can't tell. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, Alaba is leaving, or seems to be leaving, unless like he does a U-turn. He's like, no, Bayern, bro, come on, man. I was just playing with you, bro. Come on, old buddy. Come on. I was just playing with you. But I've said this before. For me, it's always been very clear that Alaba wants to leave, because for me, the second he hired Sahavi, I was like, all right, he's leaving. Like, I was like, all right, cool, he's leaving. If he wants to play the poker, the typical poker, I don't have poker cards right here, but I do have this right here, ladies and gentlemen. I've got the ultimate card right here, ladies and gentlemen. It is the ultimate card. It is a Lapras GX. That might as well be the equivalent to getting the best poker cards out there. A Lapras GX, alright? Yeah, the Pokemon card craze and whatnot. I should have, there we go. Yeah, I do. I knew I had normal cards somewhere. I've got like plenty of cards for magic tricks, which I can't do. Ooh. Look, I know exactly what I'm going to draw. An ace. How did I know that? But yeah, the point is, right, it's very simple. It's very simple. It's a very simple point. I need a second that he wanted to play this game, that he was either going to, well, I don't know from his perspective. Again, from my perspective, from what I'm seeing, I knew he's going to leave. I knew that, right? I said this the first time I made a video on Alaba. I think he's going to leave. The second I knew who his agent was, the second I know what kind of contract he was trying to get, I knew it's not going to work, bro. We've got a wage structure, and we're not breaking that wage structure, especially not in Corona times. Like, any other time you could play that game, you could maybe get away with it, you wouldn't. But you could maybe try and hope and maybe, like, dance around the top and be like, yo, give me that contract, and you might get away with it. Corona times, done deal. It's not happening. Not in a million years. It's like me going up to... Shoot, I actually don't know. Name me a celebrity. Shoot. I'm not that up to date with celebrities nowadays. Who's a celebrity I like? Ooh, I don't know. Who's a celebrity? Right, just think of any celebrity that looks hot, alright? And it's like me going up to him and be like, yo, it's 10 p.m., I'll meet you at Nando. Nando's up down. I'm creating the next story. 10 p.m. I'll meet you at Nando's. We're having a date. It's like, bro, it works for me because obviously I'm me. But it doesn't work for you, Alaba, bro. It's just not happening, bro. So that's the way I see it, ladies and gentlemen. For me, it was always clear, never gonna happen. It's just the way of life. It's just the way of life. It's just the way of life. Football careers are, at the end of the day, careers. He's gonna have to move his whole family and everything because, you know, he's not gonna stay in Munich. He's not gonna play for 18s. That's not gonna happen. But yeah, so at this point, I mean, it's not the end of the season yet, so I guess it's not adios, it's not adios, au revoir, sayonara, goodbye, auf Wiedersehen, servus, I guess. It's not that quite yet. We're not quite at that stage just yet, but it does look very much like that is going to happen. Besides that, though, ladies and gentlemen, I will be seeing all of you in the next one. Until then, have a nice day. Peace out and bye.